Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Caitlin and I'm really excited to be back. After I posted my whip parade, I got such a warm welcome from so many of you, and I can't tell you how much I really appreciate it. I've connected with a lot of new people on Instagram and had some good dialogue in the chat. Birdie, don't do it. Birdie's here. And of course she has a bone that I know she's gonna start eating the second I start doing this video. So we'll try to see if she can be good. Bird, lay down. Anyway, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you have something yummy to drink. I hope you have some coffee or tea or anything that you feel like drinking today. I am here. Bird, come down. Come on. Birdie's afraid of the ring light. Bye, Bird. Yeah, she's afraid of the ring light and she barks at it a lot. Bird, you want to come up? Here's Birdie. I don't think you can see her very well. I'll put a picture of her again. She's so cute. Bye, Bird. So I hope you all feel welcome here. I'm excited to have you join me to show you all of my finishes. Today's focus is finishes. I did want to mention one thing before I get started, is a lot of you asked about this sign, which says Cross Stitch Kate on it. My Aunt Julie made this for me when I first started cross stitching in 2020. It was just a hobby and we had family Zooms and I was showing my projects off and started my Instagram, and yeah, she made this for me. She's so creative. It is just kind of like some old barnwood, and she painted on Cross Stitch Kate, and then she put like threads all along and a sweet little button. But yeah, I think it's so cool. So thanks, Aunt Julie, if you're watching. I love it. Keep it up here. And it's fun. Yes. So that's the sign. Today, did I already say is January 4th? It is a very snowy day today here in Minneapolis. We've gotten about 15 inches over the last day and a half. And it's still snowing. It's just crazy. So this morning I did a lot of shoveling. I am feeling sore, but I got my workout in. And yeah, it's a lot of snow, but it's really beautiful. I did take a little video this morning that I'll put here just in case you want to see what my yard looks like. It is very, very snowy. Birdie is not a huge fan of the snow, but she gets into it every once in a while. Hey, Bird. Hi. Hi, Snow Dog. Today was supposed to be my first day back to work after winter break. I'm an elementary school social worker, and because of the snow, we had an e-learning day today. And so I get to stay home and kind of do my work here on my computer. But during my lunch break, I thought, hey, I'm home, there's daylight. The lighting is actually pretty good because that bright white snow, I think, is reflecting a lot of light. But I thought I would just film my finish parade today. So today's video is going to be about finishes. And then at the end, I'm going to go through some plans for plans I have for this channel and just for the 2023 year. So yeah, today I'm going to show you all my finishes. I think we should just jump right into it. Because I have a lot of good ones and we're going to go on kind of a journey together. I'm going to show you all of my finishes that I have ever done since I started cross stitching in 2020, because why not? I don't have a million. Oh, Birdie jumped up on the bed. Are you gonna go to sleep now? Let me do my video? I hope so. Anyway, I think I have about 24 finishes that have, I think, gosh, when was my first finish? It was not until August 28th of 2020. So from then to now, I have about 24, and let's show them off because I love all of them. They're all fun and they kind of show my progression in this fiber art. So yeah, it's really cool. Let's get started. I'm gonna try to remember to say the pattern name and the designer. So if you have questions, please don't hesitate to put them in the comments below. This is my first finish. This is Autumn Montage. So you can see, it's really cool. This is on 14 count Aida. This came as a kit. I got this off of Amazon, and it was advertised to me as a weekend project. And it took me, let's see, I started it on April 20th of 2020, and I finished it on August 28th of 2020. So yeah, it's my autumn montage. So here's what I did. So this was charted. I got a kit, and it was a Janlynn kit. But this artwork, let me tell you who the artwork is by. Janet Stever. And Pain Free Crafts also charts this bottom portion because it's actually much bigger. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like completed. Honestly, I got a little burnt out stitching this. There is so much backstitch in this piece. Oh my gosh, and that corn took me forever, but like look at the stalks and just all, and the flowers, oh my gosh. So there's a lot of backstitch. And so I started at the bottom and I moved my way up, and I just kind of got to a point where I was like, oh, I can't do that top third of the pattern. So instead, I went looking for like a little heading, and I found this autumn. I think it says in the original pattern, it says autumn blessings or harvest blessings or something underneath it. But I just charted, or didn't chart, I followed the chart for autumn and just chose my own colors and backstitched the letters. And I think it looks really cute. So I need to finish this. That's going to be a common theme. I'm not great at the finishing process. So there it is. Autumn montage and autumn blessings, I believe. Or just autumn, something autumny. I think I'm going to turn this into a pillow. I have to figure out how to do that though. That's autumn blessings, autumn montage. Next, I have an ink circles pattern that I did finish and I gifted. I gifted it to my brother and sister-in-law. And so here, I'll put the picture here. This is ink circles. It's called Arranging Vegetables, and it's part of a series. There's quite a few different things, the Arranging Something series from Ink Circles, and it's so cute. So my brother and sister-in-law are amazing. Hi guys, if you're watching. They are vegans and very into produce. They've worked on organic farms in the past. They've gone, oh, what's it called? When you like trade farm work, labor for a place to stay. They stayed in a yurt in Colorado, and anyway. But yeah, they love their veggies. So I wanted to make, I found this pattern and I thought it was super cute. So I gifted it to them. And this was my first attempt at finishing. And I cut my fabric like super tight. I don't know why. I had like this nice big piece of fabric and I cut it really tight. So the framing job is just horrible. So TJ and Kaylin, if you still have that displayed in your kitchen, that is so nice of you. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. But it sure was fun to stitch. I love the colors. So, and my next project, oh, I'm sorry, I started that on 6/29 of 2020 and finished it on 7/21 of 2020. So that was a pretty quick turnaround for me. This next one was also a gift but I will put a picture of it. This is by Siuzi Designs on Etsy, and she does like templates, stitch templates, and then will custom write in some words for you if you want to do that. And so this I just named Grace Abounds. I stitched this for a friend who was going through a very hard loss in her life, and these words mean something to her. So I stitched this for her, and I have a picture of what it looks like in her living room. Rachel, I hope it's okay if I put this up, but it looks really beautiful. So, but yeah, this is Grace Abounds. I really had fun doing the border, and you know, I always love stitching letters. So check her out on Etsy, because you can get your own custom design as well. Next up, we have Verano by Satsuma Street. And here is my finish on Verano. Look how cute that is. This is a part of a series. I am currently stitching the autumn version, and I have the spring and winter both kitted up and ready to go for whenever I want to start that. But gosh, Jody Rice and her bright, bold, gorgeous color choices. You can't beat it. This is beautiful. This is on 28 counts cashel linen, just white. It's really, really cute. I haven't been saying my fabric. I'm gonna put my fabric below for all the ones that I didn't say, so that you know. The first, let's see, the first one was on Ada, and the rest I think are on linen or some kind of even weave. But yeah, there is Verano. This next one is super fun. I made this as a gift for one of my friends who had a baby. I made it for the baby's room, baby Jack. So this is Dinosaurs, or just, yeah, I think Dinosaurs by Dear Sukie. Dear Sukie has a lot of really cute patterns. And here's the picture. I'm sure I'm putting it up right now. And this is a very cool pattern because all of the dinosaurs are like legit, and they actually start with the letter. So it's an ABC chart, and each dinosaur starts with that letter. So it's educational as well. And my friend has sent me a picture recently and says that he, you know, her little guy likes to point out which dinosaurs are which. So it's fun. That's a really cute one. That was so much fun. There were so many color changes in that, but I really enjoyed stitching that. I started that on September 1st of 2020, and I finished it on December 31st of 2020. So that was my last finish of 2020. This next one, I actually fully finished. This is such a cool pattern. This is Christmas Tree, or Oh Christmas Tree by All Through the Night. And it's just a monochromatic stitch with a tree and all kinds of fun little things inside, birds and ornaments and that star on top. This is stitched with Veldani threads, but this is beautiful, beautiful. I have this hanging up. Well, today I took on my Christmas decorations this morning, so this will go back into storage, but I love getting this out in December and hanging it up. It's gorgeous. I have another fully finished object, FFO. This is Things of Spring from Posie, designs by Alicia Paulson. This is also part of a seasonal series, and I have all of them. I've completed the summer, and I'm working on fall. But this is spring, and I absolutely love it. I'm going to put a picture of what the original pattern, because I did do one custom change. So here's what the original looks like. And you can see there's a little kitty cat who's super cute, but I have a little brown dog. So I just found this chart, or not this chart, this little stitch online of this little brown dog. And I just put him in there. It's actually her, it's Birdie. That is my Birdie. So she's watching me right now, aren't you, Bird? What a good girl. So this is gorgeous. I think it's so much fun. The umbrella, the book, that cute little sweater. That sweater actually looks like my sweater, but in white. That robin. Oh, the robin and the worm. And there's a snail in there. What, Bird? Are you talking? And it was so fun. These are quick stitches. Birdie, no. We're not gonna talk. See, when I start talking to her, she talks back. So she's like, who are you talking to right now? She's very confused about this. So that's Things of Spring. I started this on February 1st of 2021 and finished it on March 8th of 2021. This is on 32 count Lavender Lugana. I just think it's so pretty. It's so springy. Things of Spring. Next up, I have another ink circles for you. This is Forest Flower from Ink Circles. Let me try to get this. It's just a little guy, but that's Forest Flowers. I started this one on August 8th of 2020, and I finished it on May 15th of 2021. It's so cute. It is on 36 count Tyco linen. And who's that by? I think Picture This Plus. Yep. Picture This Plus with the called for threads. And I think it's gorgeous. I have to get this one up. I love the colors in this. It's like dark green and gold. So pretty. All right. I've got another Dear Sukie pattern that I finished. This is butterflies. So the other one was dinosaurs, and this is butterflies. Oh my gosh, I love these colors. I think the colors really make it so bright and fun. This would be really cute for like a little kid's room. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one. I've had a few inquiries. I have a few friends that maybe are interested. I don't know that I would hang this in my house. It's a little too bright, but I sure like stitching it. So a lot of these that haven't been fully finished have just been sitting in and under the bed box, well, for the last 2 years. So I really need to figure out what to do with them. This is stitched on a 32 count Belfast white linen, and it's so pretty. The butterflies took a long time. It was like a deceivingly long project. I started this on January 2nd of 2021, finished on July 18th of 2021. Here's my butterflies. This next one is an FFO. This is Believe in Magic. I think I started this one for Christmas in July in 2021. I started it, well, at the end of July, July 31st, and I finished it on August 2nd. So this was a weekend project. Super quick stitch. I framed it in a little wooden frame, super lightweight. I just kind of have it sitting near my coffee pot in the winter. I'll probably put it away though with the rest of my Christmas decor, but that sure is cute. So this is by the Bluebird Needleworks. They have a lot of really cute things. You can look at them on Instagram. This is stitched on a mystery color in cotton. I'm gonna guess this is a 32 count fabric. It's but it's like a purpley lavender color, and it looks so good. My framing isn't perfect by any means. Like I think I didn't even lace this or pin it or anything. I just put it in there. So one day I may want to finish this a little bit more securely. I don't even have anything on the back. So, but it sure is cute. This next one is I'm gonna say it's my favorite finish that I've ever done. This is gorgeous. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna get it all set up here. This is the 2020 Linen and Threads Mystery SAL. And Linen and Threads, I believe, is a shop that is owned or was owned by, I think still owned by Fox and Rabbit Designs. And they have been doing these mystery yearly stitch-alongs, I think since 2017. I think I took a look back. And they are gorgeous and they are free. So in the year that you're stitching it, they are free. So right now, I think this year's is called something about a garden. Something about a garden. And the January portion just got released and it's really beautiful and it's taking everything in me to not start it because I don't need another huge piece. But yeah, go check that out. I think you can get the 2022. I think you can still get that chart for free. Whenever designers do amazing things like that, I like to try to support them in other ways because how generous. I mean, okay, I'm gonna go back to this now. But yeah, go check out Fox and Rabbit. Brendan and Karen, I believe, are their names. They're amazing. They have a great Flosstube. I'm sure you're already watching it. But okay, so this is the 2020. It's called the Friends and Families. So big, I can barely get it in the frame. The Friends and Families stitch along. And let's see, this one is 244 by 244 stitches. So this is one of the biggest. I have one other one that is comparable to this, but this would be the biggest one that I've done. I use DMC, it's monochromatic as you can see, but DMC for this one in the color 503. That's the number I use. It's pretty like minty blue-green. It's stunning, but look how gorgeous that is. I don't know why I haven't put this up on my wall yet. It needs to be professionally framed. This is my, oh, dog bark break. Okay, I'm back. Birdie's barking at people shoveling snow outside. Okay, so on this, the customizable part of this is hard to hold up. I need like a board or something. But is that you could choose to put initials of friends and family. And I have all of my initials are in that circle, CM. And then I have all of I chose to put in women in my life who have just had a big effect on me or just mean a lot to me. So I've got aunts and my mom and my grandmas, both of my grandmas, cousins, old friends, new friends. I think there's 24 initials on here or something like that. So this means a lot to me. And it's so gorgeous. It's gonna look so good when it's all fully finished. So that is that. Did I tell you everything? I stitched this on 40 count antique white. So I've seen other people that have stitched it on, smaller counts, and it's, this is a big piece. So, oh, who did this one? Stitches by Shelby, one of my very favorite floss tubers. Shelby, if you ever watch my videos, I'm going to be a little starstruck because I think you're amazing. I love all of your projects, and I love the length of your videos. There's a time and a place for a super long video, and I indulge in everything, but Shelby just gets to the point, and I so appreciate that sometimes. And you just have amazing projects. So Shelby also stitched that, and she did hers on a blue fabric with white threads, and it was stunning, beautiful. And of course, she's already framed hers already. It's been like 3 years. So yeah, that's the family and friends stitch along, mystery stitch along from Linen and Threads, aka Fox and Rabbit. This next one is my first Prairie schooler. Got a little Halloween stitch here. I'm not the biggest Halloween stitcher, but today, I'm not the biggest Halloween stitcher, but I did really enjoy this one. This is Bump in the Night from Prairie Schooler. And you can do all of these little pieces as smalls, but I did them all together. And there's just 2 colors in this chart. I did with the called for. And on the called for linen, which is 32 count lamb's wool. I think it's a swagart, but isn't it cool? So I started this. Oh, I'm gonna go back to Friends and Family. I started Friends and Family on 8/20 of 20, and I finished it on 8/29 of 2021. So it took me about a year. This guy I started on September 28th of 2020 and finished it on September 25th of 2021. It's really cool. I really enjoyed this. I know now what people mean about Prairie Schoolers kind of being comfort stitching. They're very clear charts and really fun. Lots of blocks of color. I don't have any more Prairie Schoolers on the go right now, but I have a couple in my stash, so gotta get back to one of those. All right, this next one is, it was a holiday stitch along, and it is the Noel Sampler by Satsuma Street. Oh my gosh, look at that color. So as you can see here, we've got some bright, bright colors. This is a color in cotton. It is a 32 count and the color is called Kiwi. Color is coming up really true. This is great. The lighting looks good. And then, yeah, this was, I think, a 4 parts. She released it in 4 parts. I started this on October 7th of 2021, finished it December 11th of 2021. So it was kind of leading up to the holiday in 2021. And gosh, it sure is cute. Look at all those blocks. I'm trying to remember what my favorite one was to stitch. I really like the heart. I think that one's cute. And of course that reindeer. So yeah, it spells out Noel in the middle. These would be cute just to do as little small ornaments as well. I think I'm gonna make this into a pillow though. Again, when I figure out how to actually do finishing. I'm not a seasoned finisher. My next one, this is number 14 for those of you who are counting, is Things of Summer by Posie by Alicia Paulson. Here's another one. I just showed you my spring one a few times ago. This is summer. So good. Oh, I love the color of this. This is 32 count sapphire linen. I don't have the linen designer. I don't know. It might just be a Witchelt color. But yeah, it's so cute. I love the peach. The peach and that flower bouquet, I think, are my favorites. We've got a little swimming suit, magazine. I love the little lemonade there. The sandals at the bottom crack me up, but it's so good. The butterfly's pretty. Yeah. So I can't wait to get my autumn done, and then I've got just winter to do. That one, I started that, where am I here? I started that on July 21st of 2021, finished it December 21st of 2021. Again, that was a lot of in between. None of these would take as long as I took them to stitch if I actually just focused, but you know, squirrel. All right, this next one is the last of my fully finishes. Not very many. I started this one on February 27th of 2022, so of last year, and I finished it on February 27th. I did it just in the morning. This was right when Russia invaded Ukraine, and I stitched this sweet little peace symbol with Ukrainian flag colors, and I just finished it in a cute little hoop. And I just put some DMC, the colors that I use, and I hang it. I just hang it on a door. It's just cute. Yeah, that was I mean, it continues to be a horrible situation. So that was fun to get done. I felt like I was doing something with my hands. I also ended up, you know, making some donations that morning and just, you know, thinking about all of the people whose lives have been affected by war. This was created by an Instagrammer, MadMary2 on Instagram. I just came across it one day or that morning, and yeah, it was a free chart. It's still on her. This is still on her Instagram if you would like to stitch this. It is so teeny tiny. It's 22 stitches by 31 stitches. Took about an hour. Yeah, that is my last fully finished. Next up, hair flip. Next up, we have my first Blackbird. Oh my gosh. And now I'm in love. And I have a lot of them in my stash because why wouldn't you? So this is Raise a Glass of Cheer. I didn't do the best job ironing this one. Okay, this is just gonna take up the whole frame. Raise a Glass of Cheer. Hope it's in there. So, so pretty by Blackbird Designs. This is on 32 count light mocha, Belfast linen. And I started this one on December 31st, 2021. This was one of my New Year, New Starts. If you watched my last video, you know I did not finish a lot of those. I didn't finish 10, in fact, but I did finish this one. And so I started this on New Year's Eve, 2021, and finished it on March 10th of 2022. And I love it. I ended up using a mixture of the called for colors and things I already had in my stash. If I'm correct, when I got the colors, the two reds, they weren't different enough. And so they looked very, very similar. So I really wanted, you know, those flowers with the two-toned burgundy colors to really pop. And it's so cute. It's so good for New Year. So if you are interested in stitching this, I believe there is a new stitch along happening. Sarah from Memphis, Sarah E. Hi, Sarah. I just watched your whip parade. Oh my gosh, you have amazing projects. That was a great way to spend like 2.5 hours. Was it 2.5 hours? It was close to 2 hours. It was great. And then Stacy from Stacy Stitches on Instagram, and the hashtag for that one, if you want to stitch along, is hashtag raise your glass to 2023. I'll put that right here. So yeah, that was a really fun one to stitch. The letters are great. The flowers are no joke. That's a lot of stitching, especially in the urns. But there are some specialty stitches in this. This is my first attempt at, and I'm gonna forget what it is. I'll put the stitch below. But all of those little kind of like confetti pieces are a specialty stitch. They're so cute. I love that one. Raise a glass of cheer. We can all use some cheer in the new year, don't you think? This next one is one of my very favorites finishes. I Was Enabled by Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch, as I am much of the time. This is Wildflowers by the Blue Flower. I'm gonna put something behind this one. This fabric is very light. So yeah, Wildflowers. Oh, isn't it beautiful? I need to get this finished for spring this year. It needs to be hanging up. So the little words say, buttercups have honeyed hearts, bees they love the clover, but I love the daisies dance all the meadows over. I stitched this with the called for threads, I believe. Yep. This is on 36 count Bramble by Picture This Plus. I love Bramble. Bramble might be my favorite fabric. Not sure, but it sure is gorgeous. The modeling is just like very slight, good neutral. but you know, those flowers took forever. I thought this was gonna go quicker than it did. I don't know why I thought that, but I really thought it would go a little faster. This is a lot of stitching though. Janlynn from the Blue Flower, amazing. I love the Blue Flowers. I know a lot of you do too. So that is Wildflowers. All right, next I have a double finish for you. So this is Autumn in Stars Hollow and Summer in Stars Hollow by the Black Needle Society. It is in one of their specialty boxes, kind of like a lifestyle box. I'm sure you've heard of Black Needle Society. These are full coverage pieces, my first full coverage. They're 95 by 95 blocks that are all, they're going to be a seasonal thing. So there's an online, like a Facebook retreat, a virtual retreat. And I participated in the summer one this summer because the perks of being, working in a school is no school in the summer. So I had some really wonderful days stitching this. And I didn't go into any chat rooms because they make me so nervous. But I think I need to get over that and just, you know, again, everyone in this community is so welcoming. I just need to get on in there. So maybe for the spring retreat, I will try and encourage myself to get into some stitching rooms and talk to the people, not just talk to myself like I'm doing right now, right? Gotta talk to the people. But yeah, this is just a really fun, you know, I'm a huge Gilmore Girls fan, and I watch it pretty much, I do a rewatch every year. And it's just so fun. I love that Jeep. There's just so many little details in these. And I'm blanking on the name of the Black Needle Society ladies. I believe Laura, is it Katie? I can't remember. I'll put it down below. But wow, impressive. I can't wait to see what spring looks like. We just got the floss list for spring. So I will be attending that virtual retreat. I know a few other Flosstubers are working on this or have finished this. I just saw Morgan Honeybee Stitcher. She just had a finish. So it looks like mine. Oh, this is on, I'm all over the place. This is on 40 count antique white linen. I believe this was the bottom of my friends and family fabric. But it's gonna be long enough for winter right here and spring over here. Can't wait to see that. But yeah, Morgan Honeybee Stitcher just finished that. I know she's a big Gilmore Girls fan. Megan, Georgia Girl Stitching, is doing this one. Mary Ashcraft is doing this one. I love all three of their channels. Absolutely check them out if you haven't already. I'm sure you have. Yeah, so those are my autumn and summer in Stars Hollow. This next one is a teeny tiny little baby. Summer by Lizzie Kate. I just thought this was so cute. I stitched this right at the end of last school year. So I started this on May 19th, 2022, and I finished it on May 20th of 2022. So just 2 days of stitching for this little guy. And it's so tiny. I mean, look how teeny. I think I'm gonna make it into like a little pillow. I've been saying that a lot. I really need to get my pillow tutorials on. That's on Vintage Country Mocha, 32 counts. Next up, we've got another small. This is 8 Birds by Kathy Barrick. Is that the back? No, that's the front. The color of the fabric is coming through beautifully. This is a color and cotton grab bag ornament cut situation. It just came like this. So I'm gonna guess that this is a 40 count, maybe a 36, but I think a 40 count. And it's like a terracotta color. It's really, really pretty. I chose my own colors. Ooh, that blows it out. I chose my own colors for this, but I'm gonna do a close up so you can see the birds. So I believe there are actually 9 birds on this, on this one, but the chart is called 8 Birds, and I think I already said it's a reproduction, and the original had 8 birds, but she charted another little bird to kind of fill in a gap that, I don't know, I'm guessing she thought it would benefit from another bird. Did I already say this is Kathy Barrick? She's great, isn't she? I have a lot of Kathy Barrick designs. You probably saw, if you watched my last video, you saw I'm stitching And Heaven and Nature Sing by Kathy Barrick. There's a million though that I want. She's always coming out with new fabulous pieces. 4 to go. See, in the last video, I bet some of you were thinking, gosh, she sure starts a lot of things and doesn't get very far in them. But now you know why. I didn't get very far in them because I was busy doing all of this. Okay, this is maybe tied for first place along with my 2020 Friends and Family Mystery Sal. This is, you know what, you love it, Quaker Pumpkins. Quaker Pumpkins by Hello from Liz Matthews. Look at this ginormous piece. It is so big. It is 327 by 143. It's just really long. This is on a 32 count Old West Lugana from Color and Cotton. I love the color. It's a great kind of modeled, very slight modeling, but it's so pretty. And you'll notice I did change the verbiage on the bottom to say pumpkin patch. Am I showing you the front? Yes. Oh my gosh. I got nervous there. I'm using all of the called for threads. I believe they're weeks. What it was charted in. I started this on September 6th of 2021, finished it on August 28th of 2022. So again, about a year to stitch this. But I love this. This was so fun to stitch. Pumpkin patch. So the way I charted pumpkin patch, oh, and I did add a little something. I added some stars because I think the original says All Hallows Eve, so it takes up more space on the bottom. And I just had a bigger gap between those birds, so I just added a star from up above. My spacing isn't the best. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it looks a little off, but I did my best. I used good old-fashioned graph paper for this one, taped it all together. I used any of the letters that were in the original. I just obviously used those. And then I have Liz Matthews, the engraver's chart, and one of the font types was very similar. So I just kind of used some inspiration from the engraver's chart and got it done. That's pumpkin patch, or I'm not gonna take credit. That's, what is it called? Quaker Pumpkins. Wow, I've been talking for too long. Quaker Pumpkins by Hello from Liz Matthews. Oh, another thing about the Quaker Pumpkin, Morgan, Honeybee Stitcher, and Evelyn from Evelyn Across the Pond. Evelyn, I miss you. I haven't seen you in a while on Flosstube. I love all your projects. They came up with a SAL for any Liz Matthews. I think it was, now I'm gonna be nervous that it was somebody else too. There might be somebody else involved in this SAL, but they're using the hashtag, what is it now? They're using the hashtag, I don't have it written down. I'm gonna put it below. I think it's like Hello Quaker Sal. I think that's what it is. So if you're stitching any of the Quaker patterns by Hello from Liz Matthews, go ahead and check out that hashtag and you will see all kinds of good stuff. Next, I have a really cute pattern that I found on Etsy called Create Charlotte, and this is Swan. I think I named it Swan. I don't know if there was a name, but it's a swan, so I named it Swan. But look How good. So it's shades of white, lavender, and very like pale blue. It's hard to kind of differentiate. It's actually showing up better in the camera, and there's just some golds in there, some very light golds. But look how serene this little swan is. And I actually stitched this 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. So I stitched this for 2 of my very good friends, and there's a story behind this little guy. This always makes me think of Kathleen from Situation Normal. She always says and talks about stitching her story. I think that's how she ends her videos, and it's so true. We're stitching stories here. But I stitched this, and also Kathleen, hi. I am a big fan of your videos. I hope to see you this year sometime. So I have a story about this one. Let's see, I think in 2021, me and 2 friends, we just needed a little getaway. So we got up to, one of my friends has a cabin in northern Wisconsin, and we headed up there in November, I believe, of 2021. It was really cold, as it is in northern Wisconsin in November. And we were just like sitting around having coffee in the morning. And you should know something about me. I'm not super outdoorsy. Can you imagine? I'm not an outdoorsy person. But we were sitting there listening to music, drinking coffee, super chill morning. And this cabin's on a beautiful lake. And I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, wouldn't it be fun if we went and did a polar plunge in the lake right now? And I was like half serious when I said that, but my 2 friends are maybe a little more adventurous than I am. And so like, great idea, let's do it. And so we got out there in the freezing cold, and we did a polar plunge. And by polar plunge, I mean we walked into the lake. We said that we had to put our shoulders in and sit there for 5 seconds. And it was cold, let me tell you. I don't recommend it. Don't do it. But we got out there, and while we were shivering and freezing cold, 3 swans, and I kid you not, 3 swans came like from around the corner, and they were on the lake. And it just kind of represented, you know, 3 friends. It was so pretty. It was very peaceful. And then I ran into the house, and I was so cold. Don't recommend a polar plunge. I do recommend hanging out with your girlfriends and doing adventurous stuff. So I've been stitching these for the 3 of us, and I need to frame these ASAP. All right, my last one. Oh, and those swans I started and finished at random times. So I started this in February of 2021 and finished them, all 3 of them I finished in 2022. So it's been a long time coming. I need to gift those out. And then the last one I started this past December 1st, and finished it on December 25th. And of course that means it's time for the Holiday SAL from Modern Folk Embroidery. This was an Advent style stitch along. The design is by Jacob from Modern Folk Embroidery. The threads are from Roxy Floss Co. and Evertotes. Got everything together and shipped it out. Oh my gosh, the packaging for this Advent style SAL, let me tell you, it was so good. So there were 25 envelopes. Each envelope contained a part of this pattern, so it's a band sampler and a floss, a new floss. So I now have 25 gorgeous Leo and Roxy, or Roxy Floss Co., just changed the name, Roxy Floss Co. Flosses. And this is the first time I've stitched with them, and it's beautiful. And then Evertotes also supplied the linen. This is 36 count Panettone, but this was just a joy to stitch every day. Such a joy. There were a lot of people that stitched this one, you can continue to follow. People are still finishing up with hashtag holiday countdown SAL, but it's beautiful. I love it. I've seen a lot of beautiful color combinations for this. I also just saw somebody made a third row of bands and just like made it longer, because this, you know, this is the cut that we got, and there's definitely room to put a third column here. So who knows? Maybe I'll do that one day too. It's so pretty. Honestly, I was a little nervous about all of the colors. I like to know what I'm stitching. So this was kind of an exercise in just letting go and knowing that things are gonna work out, because it's Jacob. And it sure did. All of those greens and reds and pinks, and wow, so good. All right, so that is my finished parade. Editing Caitlin here. You thought you were done with my finishes, but I have one more. I'm uploading this on January 7th, and late last night I had another finish. I finished Blackberry House by Plum Street Samplers, and here is what it looks like. So I'll go into all the details in my next Flosstube, but I thought I should at least put a picture in here to show you what it looks like. Here's Blackberry House. Okay, so I'm not going to spend too much more time, but I will talk a little bit about my plans for this channel, and just my plans for the year. So I think I said in my last video that last year I tried to do Whip Go. Whip Go is by Jessie Marie Does Stuff. She is the starter of that, and it's a really, really cool way to do your stitching. I really like it, and I wish I could do it better, is my consensus after trying it last year. Life just got in the way, and I didn't follow through. And I never even got a bingo in my Whip Go. I never got straight across, so I think my goals were also a little lofty. If I could probably like tone it down and have a lot more success, but oh well. So I'm not going to do Whip Go this year. I think though what I am going to do is I'm going to choose a larger project to be a focus piece each month. And so for the month of January, I have chosen Sea Glass by Carolyn Manning. Put a picture here. So that is my focus project. So my focus pieces are going to get 3 days every week. They're going to get Sunday, Monday. Oh, they're going to get 4 days. Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And again, who knows how likely I am to stick to these days, but this is my plan for, you know, optimistic view of what I'm going to do. So that's going to be my focus. So hopefully with 4 days a week in 4 weeks, I will get a lot done. That's the point of having a focus project. So I'm excited to see what progress I can make. And then I'm going to have a Saturday project for each month. My Saturday project is the Beatrix Potter Quaker sampler. So every Saturday in January, I will be working on Beatrix Potter. That has a SAL. I'm going to put it right down below. Started by Julie from Kansas City Girl and Colorado World. So I'll do that on Saturday. And then my Tuesday and Thursdays are like the fun random days. So I'm going to use a Tiny Decisions wheel to, and I'm going to put all of my projects in there. And every week on Sunday night, I will choose to, I'll spin the wheel and see what I get to stitch on for 2 days that week. I spun the wheel on the 1st, and guess what came up? Sea Glass by Carolyn Manning. So for this week, I get 2 extra days. So I'll have like 6 days of stitching on Sea Glass. So hopefully I'll get some good progress. So that is how I am going to do my year. I have chosen projects for each month. I'll go ahead and put a picture of the spreadsheet that I use just in case you want to see, you know, what's to come. But January will be Beatrix Potter and Sea Glass with some other things strewn in there. As some of you might know, if you watched my last video, I am stitching Dollhouse by Bright Needle. And my goal for Dollhouse this year is to do a room every month. So 1 week a month I am devoting to Dollhouse. So I won't spin a wheel that week. I think I'm going to choose the second week of the month. So Tuesday, Thursdays, I will stitch on Dollhouse and try to get a room finish. Lofty goals, but it's so fun to plan. Planning might be, it's not my favorite part of cross stitching, but it's a really big part of the process. That's my plans. I cannot wait to share with you. I hope to have another video towards the end of January to go over my January projects and show you what I've accomplished. So, you know, these first two videos, fast and furious, jumping into the Flosstube community, and I'll be back to show you what I've been working on at the end of January. If you stuck around this long, wow, thank you so much. I have felt so welcomed. I put my first video up 2 days ago, and I have gotten like such lovely messages, very encouraging and very kind. So I want to thank everybody who has taken the time to watch. Feel free to comment down below. I would love to know if you were stitching on something while you were watching me, or if you have any of the same projects as any of my finishes, if you're working on any of those, or if you have finished them too. I would love to know. And you can also let me know if you have any questions about any of the projects that I shared with you today. And if you are so inclined and you would like to, you know, get notifications on when my videos come out, please don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel. Give my video a like if you like what you saw. And yeah, everyone take good care, and I will see you at the end of January. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.